Welcome to Buddhist meditation on April 2nd. Thank you for joining us. So, um, the subject of our uh, class on Monday in our ongoing journey through the 21 Lamrim meditations. On Monday, we talked about the third of the Lamrim meditations, which is the dangers of lower rebirth, the dangers of lower rebirth, and kind of how our week is set up is that on Thursdays we will meditate on the subject of the Lamrim on the previous Monday. I realized that I didn't sort of have enough time to get through the third Lamrim, the dangers of lower rebirth, sufficient to allow us to meditate on it. There's more information that we need to discuss before we're ready to meditate on it. So we're going to meditate again on impermanence, death and impermanence, the second of the two Lamrim meditations. But before I do, I wanted to just offer a little reminder of the meditation technique that we practice here. And to do that, I want to share with you a really powerful line from the Ganges Mahamudra. Um, and in that line, Tilopa says, the conceptualized maintenance of vows actually causes you to impair the meaning of samaya. Samaya, a Sanskrit word which has like different layers of meaning, very kind of a very subtle reference to the practice of moral discipline. There's more to it than that, but for our purposes, we can just call samaya the practice of moral discipline. So again, Tilopa says the conceptualized maintenance of vows actually causes you to impair the meaning of samaya or the practice of moral discipline. The same thing can be said about every object of practice and meditation. The conceptualized maintenance or practice of anything actually causes us to impair the meaning of that thing because the thinking mind gets in the way of our experiencing it directly. It gets in the way of our becoming one with the thing. And this morning, we're going to be meditating on impermanence. So we can say that the conceptualized meditation on impermanence actually causes us to impair the meaning of impermanence, right? Because thinking about the thing isn't the same as experiencing it. What do we do to give us the means of experiencing our object of meditation or our object of practice, whatever it might be? Meditation on the inner body. That's a main purpose, a main function of meditation on the inner body is that it ceases the thinking mind. It ceases thought, thus enabling us to experience the thing directly or to actualize the thing. I'm sure you're gathering by the way I'm talking in a very deliberate, slow way. This is super, super important. And furthermore, this is why over the last few weeks, I've been encouraging us in our meditation to conjoin whatever our object of meditation is, resting in impermanence, resting in acceptance, resting in the determination to practice Dharma. That's why we've been conjoining that resting with our object of meditation with meditation on the inner body. Do you see this? We cease the thinking mind through meditation on the inner body And thus we're able to rest with our real object of meditation free of conceptual thought, free of thought mental constructs that get in the way of us experiencing the thing. The conceptualized maintenance on impermanence actually causes us to impair the meaning of impermanence. The litmus test, the ultimate litmus test to prove this to you is love, right? Thinking about love isn't the same as actually loving someone, right? If we think about it, think about, oh, I've got to take these steps to deepen my love for this person. Maybe there's a little bit of benefit in that initially in developing an aspiration or clarity, but ultimately it just comes down to being love with that person. It comes about instantaneously, non-conceptually. So, anyways, that's the purpose of our conjoining meditation on the inner body with the object of meditation we're resting with. And we're going to do that in this morning's meditation on impermanence, which we're going to accomplish through the mantra. The mantra, all that arises ceases. We're going to use meditation on the inner body to actualize that mantra, which points to impermanence. All that arises ceases. Last qualifier before we go, I say it every time with this meditation. Please keep in mind that um, when we say all that arises ceases, we're not saying that the thing ceases to exist. We're not saying that it disappears into nothingness. We're saying it ceases being the thing that it was before, right? It doesn't cease into nihilism. It just ceases being the thing that it was before. Okay. Too many words for our meditation this morning. Let's go ahead and settle in for some practice. As always, in settling into a meditation posture, we can take as our role model the mountain. The mountain is balanced, grounded, and stable. Silently observing, free of thought. I'd like you to please bring your awareness to the exhalation of your breath and very gently allow your exhalation to be just a bit longer and a bit more pronounced than your inhalation. Please feel free to experiment with pausing briefly at the bottom of each exhalation. Please gently redirect your awareness and bring your awareness to the tiny muscles that support your jaw. And I'd like you now to allow at once all of those tiny muscles to become loose and completely relaxed. Allow any tension that you might be carrying in your jaw to dissipate, to drain away, to dissolve into space like emptiness. By bringing your awareness to your jaw may start to feel a bit heavier now. And it takes a gentle and deliberate effort to keep your jaw from dropping open. Please allow the muscles in your neck and your throat to become soft and relaxed, as well as the muscles in your shoulders, arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers, all the way to your fingertips. And your hands now might feel a bit warmer and heavier as they rest in your lap. And your mind relaxes as your body relaxes. The muscles in your chest become soft and relaxed, and your lungs are now able to perform perfectly and without effort their natural function of breathing. Please allow the muscles in your hips and your pelvic area to become soft and relaxed, as well as the muscles in your legs, knees, calves, ankles, feet, and toes. One by one, these muscle sets become completely soft and completely relaxed. The soles of your feet, even the muscles and nerves in the soles of your feet, even the tiny muscles and nerves at the tips of your toes become soft and relaxed. Your body is a mountain with consciousness now, balanced, grounded, stable, with ancient wisdom awareness. Your mind relaxes completely now as your body is completely relaxed. And let yourself go. Please gently transition into meditation on the inner body and become the silent observer of sensations that may start in your hands and your feet. No analysis is necessary. There's nothing to figure out. Just be the silent observer of these sensations. Moment by moment, phenomena are undergoing change. It's not that things change or that things will change. It's that things are in the process of changing moment by moment by moment. The person beginning this sentence is not the same as the person who is finishing this sentence. Meditation on impermanence is an extremely powerful method for overcoming the painful and sometimes harmful minds of desirous attachment and anger. That's because if you recognize that the object of your attachment or anger is in the process of changing, dissolving, and disappearing, then the basis for the mind of aversion or attachment is also necessarily changing, dissolving, and disappearing. A monk once made the following statement. He said, "In my 20 years of wearing the robes of an ordained monk, I have learned this one fact. All that arises ceases. This I know." So I'd like you now to please take this line as a mantra that you silently recite. All that arises ceases. All that arises ceases. And please conjoin your silent recitation of this mantra with meditation on the inner body. The single most powerful and impactful example of impermanence is death. Our death is an absolute certainty, and the timing of our death is an absolute uncertainty. So I'd like you to please gently adjust your object of meditation to include your own life as an example of impermanence. All that arises ceases, including this human life. All that arises ceases, including this human life. Please silently recite this mantra while meditating on the inner body. Now, please gently redirect your awareness. Become aware again of this collection of parts we've agreed to label physical body, and allow your breathing to become less shallow. Taking deeper and deeper breaths, become aware again of the garments of clothing resting on the surface of physical body. Become aware again of your surroundings inside the room that you're occupying. Deeper and deeper breaths, becoming aware again of the world that exists outside of the room that you're occupying. Become aware again of nearby mountains, of nearby countries, of nearby continents, of nearby planets. We dedicate all of the merit from this morning's meditation to world peace. May all beings without exception be completely free from all forms of emotional and physical suffering. May all beings without exception enjoy inner and outer freedom. May they enjoy inner and outer peace. May they seize the essence of their precious human life. Completely fill up your belly and lungs with air, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes and bring your meditation to an end. Thank you, friends, so
Thank you,
much.
Jeff.
You guys have a great day. Okay, I'll see you maybe for class tomorrow, 8:30. Okay, bye-bye.